guess what? I have a microphone now. I actually have two of them, but obviously I am one person, so I don't need both of them right now. It's been mm, it's been a good amount of time. I wouldn't say a long time because I've gone longer without posting. But I feel like I have a lot of thoughts that I want to think because that didn't make any sense. Okay, I'm sweating. Give me 1 second. So I do have like three candles lit in my room, which is why I'm sweating. But here's an update on my life. How do I do an update? It's summer right now. It is July 21st, which is like halfway through summer. And guess what? I am actually excited to go back to school. I'm even more than excited. I'm thrilled. Okay, that's a little bit, maybe that's too much, but I'm okay, I'm excited. I'm excited to go back to school and because I have goals for this school year. Not that I don't usually have goals, but I don't usually have a good concept or like a good grasp of what they are. I just kind of go into it like I'll figure it out. But I have them written down, or at least some of them written down. Oh, I should actually read them. Hold on. Where's my journal? Oh, it's right here. So, oh, I just realized I can kind of sit as far away from the camera as I want. That's really nice. I do think this is a good setup. All right, this is my journal. And honestly, this is one of those summers where I just don't write in my journal a lot. I don't really know what it is, but you'd think I would write more in the summer because I have more time, but I don't have stuff to write about. Like, I don't really do a lot of emotionally charged stuff in the summer. I just kind of hang out. So, okay, these are my school year goals. I didn't finish writing it, but number one was to stop picking at my face and my shoulders. And then I wrote, it's gross, because it is gross. And I know it's bad, and that's why I keep, like, it's like a cycle because I keep getting acne because I keep touching my face with my dirty ass fingers. And then I'm like, how am I still getting acne? Bitch, that's why, because you pick at it. I pick at it all the time. And now I've been picking at my shoulders because I'm like, oh, it doesn't count because it's not my face. But it's still acne. But honestly, recently I've kind of just been like, what is the point of getting rid of acne? Like, I don't think it's that ugly. At least mine is not like so bad where it's making me look weird. Not that, okay, that sounds mean, but do you know what I mean? Like, my acne is not so bad. It's just there. Like, it's there, and so what? Like, everybody has acne. And I don't think it's ugly, and I don't think the scars are very cute, but like, so what? I don't know. I've kind of like, I just don't care anymore because I feel like I'm gonna have acne my whole life. It's probably gonna get better when I'm not a teenager anymore, obviously, but like, because it has already gotten a lot better than it was before. But I just have a naturally oily face and I don't even care. Like, whatever. I just need to stop picking at it though because that actually irritates it and it like makes my face feel gross and then it just makes me feel terrible. So yeah, that's one of the things I need to stop doing. I didn't write this down, but I'm gonna stop biting my nails. Here's the thing. I am addicted to biting my nails. I started it in like second grade. Um, you know, I actually think I started it because this other girl was like, I love biting my nails. Yeah, I remember it vividly. She was like, I do it every day. And I was like, it can't be that fun. So I tried it and then I couldn't stop. And now I just do it all the time. And it's like actually addicting. And I'm not an easily addictive person. People might disagree with that, but I'm really not because I only let myself get addicted to things if I know I like them. Like, does that make sense? And I love biting my nails because I love, um, it's not even the biting part. It's like I like to chew on the nail. It's so gross, I know. But I like to chew on it in my mouth. And the only thing that feels similar to it is those tags on clothes, like the little plastic tag things. My girlfriend actually ordered me like a 50, 100 pack of them, so hopefully that will get me through the year. Um, but that's the only thing that, and it doesn't even compete with biting my actual nails. It's so hard. I want to do it so bad, but twice, and one of them being recently, I have bitten my nails so far down that I actually think I reached a nerve because, like, I don't know how to explain it, but when I touched my finger, it didn't feel like I was touching it. Like, it was like numb and also like, I don't know, it literally felt like my nerve was exposed. And it could have been because I bit it so far down. So I stopped. Last time I bit my nails was like a week ago, and I was like, I'm gonna stop. I didn't bite my nails for a really long time. I haven't bitten them since the winter, and then I just got bored and I did it, and so whatever. But I'm really gonna try and not do it at all this school year, because especially not in class. Like, that's the worst thing for me to do, is to do it in school, because it's just gross. Like, people don't want to see me do that. I don't want to do it. So that goes along with picking at my face. And then the second thing I wrote is to stay caught up with schoolwork, which is like, I know that's obvious, but I think this year's gonna be good. I don't really have any crazy stuff. Like, I'm not taking a science class, which is always my biggest, like, opponent. Science is my op. I can't, I think it's interesting. Like, I can watch videos about it. I love Neil deGrasse Tyson. I love watching videos about cool shit, but like, I can't do it. I can't do it in school. I am so bored, and it's pointless, especially chemistry. That was what I took 2 years ago, and oh my god, that was the worst class of my life. But yeah, I'm taking two English classes. Actually, maybe three. I don't remember. I know I'm taking two this year. And a math and a government, I think, AP Gov. Um, which I'm thinking of going. I'm supposed to be taking AP Stats, but I don't know if I'm gonna keep it AP level, because like, I'm okay at math, but it just requires effort, and I want to put my effort into other things. But then I feel cheap if I'm not doing a science or a math. But like, I'm not a science and math person. I don't know. I'll think about it. I probably should think about it soon though, but whatever. All right. No, my bullet number 3 was to write one page of my book a day, which someone said this. I was watching someone's YouTube video, like, how to, I can't remember, but it was just a video about being a writer. And they were like, you need to you need to do it, even though it's not, you don't always want to do it every day. You need to um work on it. And I was like, okay, that's actually valid, because a lot of the times I'm like, oh, I don't feel like doing it today, but then it just happens over and over and I never feel like doing it. Like, I love writing, but I hate starting to write. Once I'm in it, I'm so in it. But like, it's just the process of doing it. And then sometimes it's like, sometimes I'll write a page and be like, I need to keep writing, and I keep writing. Sometimes I'll write a page and I'm like, okay, that was all I can do, and I still feel good afterwards. So that's my goal, is to write one page every day, even if it's not good writing, just to get it on there. And I actually started that already. I've done it like 4 days in a row, I think. My fourth bullet is to start a poetry club. Now, I tried to start a poetry club last year, and I don't even know what happened. Like, if you go to my school, well, if you go to my school and you know me, then you know that's all I talked about and all I complained about all year. Because I swear to God, I asked every teacher in the building to be an advisor for my club. And mind you, I don't even need like the teacher to be interested in poetry. I just need them to be my advisor and like let me use their classroom after school. And not a single teacher was like, yeah, you can do that. I emailed the principal. Well, I actually went to go talk to one of our principals, and she emailed like the whole English department, and no one said yes. So I'm like, dude, it's actually frustrating me a lot because tell me why when a student wants to start a club that's actually involved in or actually school related, because yeah, poetry is school related. It's an English thing. They can't get a teacher to do it. I asked the librarians if I could just go in the library and do it. They were like, "No, you need a teacher." So, anyways, I need to find a teacher. There is one teacher I have in mind that I'm going to try to email this summer before school starts. Um but yeah, because this is my last year of high school. Like what I really want is to start a club and then for me to leave and it still happens, you know? Like I want it to be a club. I don't want it to just be a me thing. And I was thinking about it and I'm just so excited like for this hypothetical club. Like I don't even think that many people like poetry, but I love it and I want to publish like chapbooks. Like I want to do monthly submissions and then at the end of the year do like a book and then people will buy it or well yeah, they can buy it. I'll like print it out like I printed my book out. Um I don't know, like I'm just really excited. I love reading other people's stuff and I love talking about it and that would be what it would be about. Honestly, I might even make it like a poetry slash writing club because I think more people are like when they hear the word poetry, they're like, "Oh, I'm not good at that," or "I don't like poetry." But writing is more like more people do it. So, I don't know, because that might just make more people join. And there isn't a writing club yet at school, at my school. But I would want poetry to be a big focus of it, obviously. So yeah, that's my goal. That's one of my goals. The next goal I have is to get the award for overall achievement in English. Like I don't know if all schools do this. Our school does though, like at the end of the year. I'm gonna sound so dumb if every school does this, but we have like an award ceremony and one student gets like the English award, the math award for and they're seniors. Like they get it for the thing and then they get put on the plaque of the thingy. So I want to get that for English and I really think I could. And that's not even me being like okay, maybe it is me being why can't I think of narcissistic? I'm not being narcissistic. I think I can if I put in work into it and especially if I get this club started and if I keep up my 100 averages in English like of my whole life. So that's one of them. My next one is to apply to SUNY New Paltz and get accepted. I want to do early application. It's like scary how close that is though. I didn't even think about that. Like yeah, that's coming up soon, but I need to do that. I want to get accepted early so I don't have to worry about it at the end of the year with all my finals and stuff. Um, yeah, and if I don't get accepted for some reason, then that goal would just change to get accepted to a different college that I like. But that's my number one. My next bullet is to publish my next poetry collection, which is going to be called Vanilla, I think. I'm pretty sure it's going to be called Vanilla. And I've gotten pretty far with it. I'm kind of thinking maybe it doesn't have to be as long as my last one because my last one, hold on, was like that's how long it was, which is kind of thick for just a collection of poetry. But yeah, that was like a lot of many years of writing. So this one has kind of just been going on happening. I've been writing it for like a year. Hold on. So I might just make it a little bit shorter. But I want that to be published this year so that I can focus really on my book because I'm obviously still going to write poetry, but that's my main thing right now. And when I have this other like thing on my mind. I'm like, I can't do two things at once. I have to pick one. All right. And my next bullet is get a new job because I do not enjoy my job right now. I really want to work at Barnes& and Noble. I applied to work at Barnes& and Noble and I didn't get an answer yet, but it's only been like 3 days, so I have high hopes for that. That would be my dream. Or any bookstore, record store, somewhere I can organize shit or be a barista because I want to learn how to make coffee. Um, but I don't know, like I applied to Panera and they ghosted me. I just really just want to work anywhere but where I work now cuz it's yeah. All right. Okay, my next goal is to skip school less even when I'm on my period. Now, this is going to be the hardest for me of all of the goals because I I'm surprised like when I say skip school less, I really only skipped school like 9 times last year, but I begged those 9 times from my parents. My parents are both teachers and it takes a lot to convince them that I don't for me not to go to school that day, and I would like sob and beg, and it wasn't like all my fault. I was really those were days when I was like really upset and I probably shouldn't have gone to school, but like there were days where I would like absolutely plead them not to go to school for one reason or another, and I'd still have to go to school and I would hate the whole day. And I think it's because I go into it thinking I shouldn't be here right now, and then every day feels terrible because I wish I was home. I need to like get in a different mindset about it. Like I'm glad I'm here, even when I feel awful. Because when I'm on my period, this is so embarrassing. It's not, I don't know. It's just like I have a weird relationship with it because I'm so scared of it. One of my biggest problems or like fixations is like what's happening in my body, and that's why I have such a hard time with food and stuff with ARFID. Um avoidant restrictive food. Sometimes I say AFRID and I'm like that's not right. But yeah, ARFID. I hate the feeling of food in my body. It's not even that. I hate the feeling of like knowing my body is doing something inside that I can't control. That the period, like knowing my body is shedding like literal skin from my uterus is like so beyond uncomfortable for me. I can't even focus. Like I actually feel like I need to be sedated. And so I pretty much always stay home at least one day when I'm on my period. And the days that I don't stay home, I'm miserable and I'm not I'm not involving myself in school. Or I'll just go to the nurse's office and sit there all day and what it's like why was I even there in the first place? But at least I can say I went to school. So, oh, that's another thing I should write is utilize go to the nurse's office less because I think they're getting sick of me and I think they hate me and they know how to say my last name, which is weird because most people don't. And I feel like now that they know how to say it, they know me too well and I have to stop going there. Not forever, just like not as often as I usually do. Okay, my last bullet point was to try to dress up nicer for school because I kind of dress like a bum most days and that's just not me. Like I don't like dressing like a bum. I'm really trying to get like I have a lot of clothes, but they are all kind of not exactly what I wish they were. Like I want to have a better wardrobe, and I just went thrifting and got a bunch of stuff um that I'm thinking like with school in mind so that I can wear it to school. Um so hopefully that makes it easier. I just want to like wake up in the morning and get dressed, which is like wow. I mean, everyone does that. That's not that hard, but it's hard for me because A lot of times I'll just wake up and put on jeans and not even wear a bra, not like put earrings in, not even put any perfume on or anything and just walk out the door and go to school. And I don't like doing that because then I feel like barf the whole day. When I'm out of the house, I need to feel like I'm out of the house and not like I'm just waiting to go back home, you know? So that's another thing is what was I gonna say? We're talking about clothes. Shit, what was I gonna say? Oh, like waking up early. I need to start waking up. That's kind of, I feel like that's just not gonna work. And I'm not even trying to be pessimistic, but I'm so bad at waking up in the morning. I'm not even gonna try to set any like unrealistic goals. Like I know I sleep in as long as I physically can until the bus is like there, but I want to at least give myself time to get dressed. Like that's basically just my whole goal with that, and to not miss my bus. And to not be like literally running out the door. And I also want to start drinking my coffee at home so I don't have to bring my whole thing to school because I hate carrying it around. And also because I drink black coffee now and I feel like it doesn't really taste as good when it's cold, and I couldn't really bring like a hot, well, I guess I could, but I wouldn't want to bring like a hot black coffee to school because I feel like bringing a hot drink somewhere, anywhere is just weird and also risky because what if I drop it and I spill a lot of stuff? So I want to start drinking it at home and maybe even eating breakfast at home, but that's also a big leap. So I don't know. Those are just my bare minimum goals. So yeah, I'm excited for this year. That's never happened before. Well, it has, but I feel like I actually feel hope about it because I think it'll pay off. Um, and I'm excited to be a senior and to I feel like stuff is happening. Like I'm gonna get my driver's license in January. Well, I don't know if I'll take the test in January because I don't want to be driving around in the snow. But honestly, that I don't know. I'll figure it out. But just learning how to drive, getting my license, turning 17, which is kind of a pointless age to turn because everyone I know is already 17 and they're turning 18, and now I'm just jealous. I wish I was 18. I will be soon though. I just think it's embarrassing to go to college as a 17-year-old, but whatever. Yeah, so just everything and then graduation and like finishing school and all that stuff and then going to college. I'm so excited to go to college. That's honestly, I think that's what's motivating me because last year I had no clue what I was going to do like after high school. Um I didn't even know like if I wanted to go to college. I kind of wanted to, but I wasn't sure. But now I'm like pretty set on it, so I think that's helping me because I have a goal in mind. Like I have something to plan to and to do shit for. So, yeah, I'm excited to go to college. I'm so excited to be an adult or a young adult specifically. What can I talk about? I'm going to talk about writing. I was thinking about talking about this because sometimes like when I have thoughts, I feel like I need to say them out loud or they're not real yet. So even if I'm just saying it to nobody or to the camera, like I'm still saying it out loud and it feels real. But I've been trying so hard to write this one scene where my main character, her name is Beth, where she meets Lizzie, who is like her love interest. They're based off a lot. They're based off me and my girlfriend, who were both named Olivia, and they're both named Elizabeth, which is very on the nose, but I think it's fitting. And I think, yeah, I like that I can call them by two different names. Like, me and my girlfriend go by Liv and Via, and they go by Lizzie and Beth, which just makes sense to me. So yeah, so I'm trying to write the scene where Beth meets Lizzie, and I can't, everything I write feels not good enough because I know it's such an important scene and I know it's like pivotal, and I don't even know the characters that well because it's so early on that I almost feel like I want to kind of just write something down and then come back to it and redo it once the book is over because it's so important. And I know whatever I write, I'm gonna have to do that anyways. Because obviously I'm gonna have to revise it a lot. But I'm just nervous. Like I can't think of anything to write. I can't think of the right way to do it. I keep thinking like, how did freaking what's like the best romance book ever? How hold on. How did Benjamin Alire sign as I don't know how to say his name. How did he write the scene where Ari met Dante for the first time? That's honestly what I keep thinking of because that scene is such a good scene and it sums him up so well. But like I can't picture him sitting down and being like, "Okay, I'm going to write the scene," and then just doing it cuz I can't do it. And I know once I write it, I it'll be so much the flow will be so much better because I know how they would act when they know each other, but I don't know how they would act at this point. So that's what I'm stuck on right now. I have to get by that. Because I wrote out like a whole plot summary and it's so good. Not to like glaze myself, but I'm really excited about it. I'm excited to write this book and I'm excited to see what changes. And I'm also excited because like this isn't really going to make sense, but I'm very much I need structure and this notebook has no lines in it, which already is like oh, kind of scary for me. But I've literally just been writing like messily on it. Like it doesn't have structure really, and I'm not usually like that and it feels very freeing because I feel like I always thought I could never do that and it would overwhelm me, but there's really no like neat way to write a book. I think I couldn't if I tried to make my notebook organized, I wouldn't get anywhere with writing. Um Specifically a book, poetry is different because when I write poetry, I kind of just do it in one sitting because I hate leaving things unfinished. Um so that's making me feel better. It's making me feel better about other stuff too that I know I can do that now and like be kind of messy. Um yeah. So that's my life right now. I want to get a haircut, but I really grew out my hair so long. Like this is the longest it's been in years. Here's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to keep growing it out until maybe like February and then I'm going to cut it real short. Kind of like Princess Diana. But by that point my perm will have grown out so um it'll be more like this part of my hair. I think my perm's like grown out to here, so it'll be like that texture, like kind of wavy but not super curly. So I want to have kind of like not a bob but like a short wolf cut. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, that's what I want because honestly, I love having short hair. And when I have long hair, I feel cool, but I don't really feel like myself. Like, I don't know, I don't think I was meant to have long hair. Feels a little bit weird. Like it feels like there's too much here. But yeah, I always get this urge around September and I have to fight it because I literally like last year last year on the first day of school, I went to school with hair that was just normal length and I got home and I was like I can't do this and I completely just cut it and I messed it up so bad. It was so like choppy. And so I had to call my grandma and she fixed it. But like I get like an impulse to cut it and I just have to do it. Like I have to get it off. And I can't do that this year because I want to wait it out and see how long it gets. Like I don't know. I want to have long hair in the fall. I feel like that's cute. So that's I guess that's another one of my goals to resist the urge to change my hair. Um it's going to be hard because I'm not gonna be able to get acrylics since I kind of like swear off acrylics now because they damage my nails so bad and they make me want to bite my nails. So I'm not gonna be able to get acrylics. I'm not gonna be able to cut or dye my hair. Maybe dye it, but not cut it. I'm gonna have to get a lot of piercings because like sometimes when I get so anxious, I need to physically change something, and my go-to is to cut my hair. My second go-to is to get my nails done, and then it's to get a piercing or like I don't know, like pluck my eyebrows or something dumb. I really want a belly button piercing, and I don't have much more space in my lobe, but I want a bunch of ones up here, and I also kind of want a lip piercing here, but Savannah said it wouldn't look good, and I don't know if it would look good. Like, I'm not convinced it would. I feel like my face is just not suited for it. I do want an eyebrow piercing though, right here. I just don't know if I have the right eyebrow for it, you know? Just like a not like a super intense one, but just like a I don't know, like a dainty one. So, yeah, that's my goals. That's my life. I also just want to be happy. That's kind of dumb to say, but I want to be happy this year. And I want to go do stuff. Yeah, I want to go do stuff. Like, I want to make lots of plans and go through with them and do stuff that I always say I want to do and I don't do because this is the last year of high school, so I feel like I gotta get it all done now. So yeah, this video is like 30 minutes long so far. Yeah, that's all I have to talk about right now. That's my updates. And yeah, that's it. I might do this more often, just kind of talk. But I always get scared someone's gonna hear me and be like, is she talking to herself? But honestly, I don't care because I don't think anyone hears me right now. My brothers are downstairs. So yeah, that's my update of my life. So I hope you learned something from me. I hope you took something from this video. This is chai, by the way, and it's so good. Decaffeinated chai. I'm addicted to caffeine. Okay, that's it. Bye.